Sandra Sews. Welcome to my sewing room and welcome to the What's in My Scrap Bin tag. A couple of other ladies and I decided to start a tag challenge on YouTube. So if you've never done a tag challenge before, the deal is that there's some sort of theme. Sometimes it's what's in my bag, boyfriend does my makeup, etc. This one is what's in my scrap bin. So sewing themed for sewing YouTubers. Feel free to participate. Please tag me if you do because I really want to see what you have in your scrap bin. And yeah, let's get started. I'm just gonna go through this I'm gonna pull things out magician style. So my scrap bin is actually really well organized for the most part, except for this little pile of stuff that hasn't been organized in there yet. This first thing is this really cool fabric. I made a shirt out of this. It's a quilting cotton from Joann's. I know. And I have a good amount of it left. And I kind of saved it thinking I might make something for my goddaughter or maybe even just line some pockets or something with it. So I've got that. And actually, let me just show you the other things I have here. This is a fabric I bought in Japan and I made that top recently. There's not much left of this. I don't know what I'll really have that I can do with that. This is a half a yard of quilting cotton that I used to make an apron for my dad, the Helen's Closet Dogwood apron. Same here with this one. This is also leftover from my mom's Helen's Closet Dogwood apron. This also is leftover. So these are, all three of these are half yards that are left over. Because the minimum order on fabric.com is a yard, so I have a half yard of everything left. Let's see, this is a little bit of fabric. I don't even know if I'll end up keeping this, from my Minerva Maker project. This is navy blue with schematics of airplanes on it in white. It kind of looks like blueprints. I thought that was really cool. This is a little leftover piece of Kaufman flannel. And I bet you can guess what this is left over from. So those are kind of my scraps that haven't really, oh, and this one, haven't been categorized yet. This one is toucan fabric. I made my husband and I matching tropical style Hawaiian shirts kind of thing for another Minerva project. And yeah, that's a little bit left over from that, not too much. I ordered 4 yards of this when I ordered it because I just added, I always forget that when I'm going to make 2 things out of a pattern, that usually you can kind of shoehorn some of the smaller pieces in on the offcuts from the first one. You don't need as much fabric. But I added the 2 fabric allowances together and so ended up with a pretty sizable scrap of this. So unsure what I'll do with that. All right, now the organized scraps. This right here, I'll show you, is, so we've got a pretty big scrap of chambray. I had made a shirt out of this at one point. This is actually not a scrap that's here. This is pocketing. So you can, I ordered this from Wawak. This is a cut of pocketing, but it is not a scrap. This is most of a piece. I used it to make some jeans pockets. And I'll probably, if I use that chambray for anything, it'll probably be pockets. I mean, I guess this is kind of a theme. I have probably more pocket fabric than I will ever make things that need pockets out of different fabric, but we're just not going to talk about that right now. This is also actually not a scrap. This is just all my linings. This is, oh, this is leftovers from, I don't know why I kept these. This is leftovers from a Nizo backpack, the one I made for my husband, actually. I'm really surprised I kept this. Why did I keep this? I think I might just toss this. I don't know. This is a little tiny scrap. Well, I think there's a lot that I can do with that. And a little tiny scrap of this. I guess, maybe I should keep it. I could probably make a little waterproof lined zipper pouch with it, and that might be why I kept it. I guess I'll keep it. Guys, do you hoard your scraps? Yes or no? I feel like I'm usually pretty good at throwing them out. I do only have this one bin. Everything should fit in there. I know I had some extras here, but like, I think those would fit in this bin. So, do you do this? Am I alone? I hope not. Okay. Let's close back up here. Okay, next one. I don't know what this is. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this is, I swear we're gonna get to some scraps in here. Yeah, this is just black lining, black linings, which I also keep in there. All right, scraps, for real. This is all swimsuit scraps. So we've got in here, oh, I love this fabric so much. So much. I bought this at Blackbird Fabrics online. I have like enough, I think, to make, I don't know if there's enough here to make a whole swimsuit. I could probably make another bikini top. I don't know if I could make bottoms. The swimsuit I made out of it didn't turn out that great, which I'm really sad about because I just love this fabric. I kind of, like, in the back of my mind keep hoping that Caroline's going to get somewhere in. Probably not going to happen, but maybe I can make a, maybe I can make another top out of this and make like a plain black bottoms to go with it or something. I don't know, but I really love that fabric so much. I love star print things. This is black swimsuit lining. This is black power mesh. Huh. Interesting. I could actually probably put this with my bra supplies. You know what? It's because I used black power mesh for the Sophie swimsuit. And then I've got some kind of beige swimsuit lining. This is, I guess, kind of close to my skin tone ish. So, and then I've got this other beige swimsuit lining. This I think is from the very first swimsuit I ever made, which also did not turn out well. But yeah, so swimsuit scraps all in one bag. I really hope that I can find a way to use that awesome moon and star print swimsuit lining. Okay, so this is all dressmaking scraps for the most part, except for this one piece here. This is a little remnant that I somehow came by. I don't know how I ended up with this. Maybe somebody gave it to me. It's Disney princesses. It's not really my jam. My goddaughter, I think, does like Disney princesses. I should text her mom and see if I should like make her a bag or something out of this. Or maybe she'll sew with me next time she comes over, because it's like, what am I going to do with this? This is a feed sack that I got years and years ago just because I thought it was really, really pretty, but it's not in good shape. So this is not a great feed sack. I love that it's got a cool border print, but it's pretty dirty and I have washed it. Like, it's got some staining on it. And so I put it in the scrap bin because I figured maybe I could cut out some, again, I know, pockets or something like that, because this area down here is in okay shape. It's really the white parts that are in the worst shape, so I don't know. I would love to do something with this, though, because you guys know that I love a bow and I love florals, so it would be good to figure out something to do with that at some point. I know a project will just come to me someday. Or maybe I'll make like a feed sack quilt. I know a lot of people do that. This, I love this fabric. I actually I made jeans pockets out of this one time. This is fabric that I bought in Colorado years ago. Let me think, like 7 years ago maybe, something like that, when our friends Annika and Ross got married. Her mother is a textile artist and sent me to this fabric store called Elfrida's, I think, and recommended it. It was a local fabric store, and I love this. It's like, you probably can't see, it's really small pink flowers with like green leaves, and I just think that's so pretty. This is a scrap of Liberty Carleen print, which also was a dress. I don't have a ton of this left, but it's Liberty, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Again, probably pockets. I don't know. Maybe one day I will become cool enough to like figure out how to make something like sew scraps together and make something cool, but I'm just not as good at thinking about using prints like that as some people are. I feel like some sewists are so good at that, where they put these two prints together that I never would have thought to hold next to each other even, and I'm always like, wow, that looks so good. I wish I could think of stuff like that, but it's just not my journey. Okay, is that one? Oh, this one is a good one. This is a bag of leather scraps that I bought at the Renaissance Festival from the Shoemaker. So you can see here it was marked $12. It's a big bag of like brownish scraps. I also have in here, you can probably see I've got a couple pieces of fish leather that I bought in Iceland a few years ago, and have not yet done anything with. I kind of like, I think at the time thought I was going to make some sort of like little pouches or bags or something for the Renaissance Festival costumes that we have. I've also got, whoops, a piece of Mood Fabrics bright navy lamb suede. So I've used some pieces of this to make bottoms for bags. So I've made some bags where the top is fabric and like the bottom is made out of this lovely suede. I originally bought this because I wanted to put elbow patches on a jacket I was making, but then I made the jacket and realized that like there was no place to put elbow patches, so it wasn't going to work out. I think that's all that's in here. You can see there's another bright blue piece of fish leather, and then all of the rest of this is just random scraps from the Renaissance Festival Shoemaker. I've used some of these scraps for zipper pulls. I've also used some of these scraps for jeans tag. You know how like jeans have a leather tag on the waistband a lot, so I've used some of it for that. So it's just nice to have, you know, it was $12. This bag was like really stuffed when I got it, and I've added some stuff to it, and used some stuff. But I just thought that was like a good deal to have like a little bit of leather kicking around the sewing room. Oh man, okay. In here we have some quilting cottons I bought in Seattle approximately 1 million years ago. I bought these on my first trip to Seattle with my husband. His sister lives there, so we usually go once a year. We try to go once a year. And I bought this fat quarter bundle. This was like right when I first started sewing again, and I was making a lot of like little baggies. And so I bought this fat quarter bundle because I like nautical stuff. I think at the time I was still living on my boat. If you don't know, I lived on a boat for 4 years. And so I thought I was going to do something cute with that, and I never have, so I'm holding on to them because I'm holding on to them. Okay, what is this? Ah, this is underwear. This is underwear that's already been cut out. I mentioned in my last video, but when I make a shirt or something like that out of jersey, I usually cut Watson panties out of the rest. And I guess this is 2 pairs of Watson panties that I cut out and forgot about. So at some point I should sew those up. Here is another bag of scraps. This is a teeny tiny piece left now. This is probably enough for, okay, it's a little bit more than I thought. This was a remnant from Blackbird Fabrics that I bought a long time ago. There's a theme here that I bought all this a long time ago. This is a Blackbird Fabrics remnant, and I feel like it was like a 1.2 meters or something like that when I got it. And I made a little tank top out of it. And then this is also what I used for the pockets in my black jeans. So it's already been used twice. This is a little fat quarter. It's got little trees on it. I just love green. Green is one of my favorite colors, especially recently. And so I think I saw this on sale at Finch in Leesburg. Bought it there. This is leftovers from a shirt I made myself. This is, whoops, in a couple pieces. This is quilting cotton, Cotton and Steel quilting cotton. Cotton and Steel Rifle Paper Company, right? Cotton and Steel, yeah, and Rifle Paper Company. I made a top out of this, and I really like it. I actually still wear it. It's like a bow blouse or whatever. I know a lot of people say they don't like making apparel out of quilting cotton, but I've never really minded it if it's a good print, especially if it's something that you want to be a little bit more structured, like a bow blouse where you want the bow to stay a bow. I mean, why not? So, got a little bit of that left, and I just really like it. I thought it was really pretty. I really like the colors, so I kept it. This is another fat quarter I bought on sale. Why do I buy fat quarters on sale? But this one has, look, okay, this one's really cute. It's peach, and these little white things are tents. They're little tents. My husband and I love to camp, and so I just was like, oh, that's so cute. I should make some sort of like bag for some of our camping stuff or something out of it. This is a quilting cotton that I use to make pockets in a pair of Morgan jeans. I thought a long time ago, when I was less wise, I bought this and another fabric in the same quilting cotton line, and I thought I was going to make like a letter, like a postage themed shirt that's supposed to be like a airmail style, is what that's supposed to look like an airmail envelope in like France. Sorry, I'm just going to pack this up. I don't want to like make too much of a mess, more than I already have. And I thought I was going to make like a dress, probably to wear to like the theme parks and stuff like that, but I think I wised up and didn't. Oh, this is one of my favorite scraps, guys. Are you ready for this magic? Literal magic. This is a Harry Potter quilting cotton that is old. This is from, okay, it doesn't, I thought it might have a date on the selvage here. This is from the second Harry Potter book. You can see the Flying Ford Anglia, you can see the burrow, and these were made when the books came out. So this fabric is not based on the movies. It's really hard to find, and I paid $80 a yard for it. I know, that's more than I paid for the fabric that I made my wedding dress out of, if you're following along. So I saved every single little scrap, and these scraps are in their own little bag. I made a dress out of this, and I love it, and I wear it pretty much every time we go to the theme parks. And I'm going to be really sad when and if it dies, but let's see, this is just kind of a bag of random scraps. I can get this open. This is pretty bow fabric that I bought from Mood a while back, and they actually, I just noticed it, ran across it on their website yesterday, so if you like this fabric, it's still for sale on Mood. This fabric is a lawn that I bought at Stitch Sew Shop, and it's a little bit left over from a shirt. This is a really cool quilting cotton. I think this is also cotton and steel. Yeah, Rifle Paper Company cotton and steel, I think. It's like a zodiac thing, and it looks like one of the stores. You know, it looks like one of the stores at the Wizarding World, which is why I bought it, and I just really like, I like to wear cool themed clothes when I'm at a place like that, so I like to get all my Miss Frizzle novelty dresses out there. This is a Liberty Tana Lawn scrap that is very tiny. Probably enough to make jeans pockets, though. This is doubled over, although they would be pretty thin pockets. But regardless, I love this fabric. I think it is one of the most beautiful fabrics I've ever seen in my life, and that's why I kept these teensy tiny scraps. Also, it's Liberty of London, so it was really expensive. Less expensive than that Harry Potter fabric, though. So if you think about Liberty fabric in terms of rare Harry Potter fabric, it seems less expensive. This is also a Liberty fabric that I love. This is probably the second most beautiful fabric I've ever seen. This is little roses, and I thought this was so pretty. So I kept the scraps, made a dress. Man, some of these scraps are so old. Like, some of these are dresses that I made, like, I don't know, almost a decade ago at this point, it feels like. So I should probably let some of these things go. I keep thinking, like, oh, well, you know, last time my goddaughter came over, or 2 times ago, I let her pick from my scrap bin, and I made her a little dress, so. Okay, I'm going to show you this one in the bag. It's really easy to see. This is chevron canvas, which I made a little bag out of one time with that navy blue lambskin that you saw. This is kind of derpy looking hippos, red background, white hippos from IKEA. That's a little bit of a leftover. I got this out of the as-is department at IKEA. And a little bit of glow-in-the-dark star fabric. Okay, we've only got a couple more things in here. This is not actually scrap, but it is a packet of Nancy Drew, these called charm packs. I'm not sure what these are called. I'm not much of a quilter. It's a quilt pack of Nancy Drew fabrics, and I just had a niece last year, so at some point I'm going to make her like a little quilt out of the Nancy Drew squares. And then finally, in the bottom, I've got this bed sheet, which I might eventually make a novelty dress out of. This was my husband's bed sheet when he was a little boy. It's Where's Waldo? And then I've also got this bed sheet. Oh my god, avalanche! Ah! I've also got this bed sheet, which is clouds, and I'll probably make a dress out of that at some point, just for like casual wear in the summer. And that is it. I feel like my scrap bin was more full than I thought it was, and I feel like I've been hoarding way more fabrics than I need to be hoarding, so I guess I'll do some soul searching about that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you have a scrap bin, you should do this tag too. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna clean all this up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!